Hi, my name is Mary, and I'm going to be doing some short videos about romance scamming. I know there's a lot out there, but what I want to really hit on is what happens to a victim, what these scammers do to the victim's mind and brain, what makes them go down that path and believe them type stuff. I really haven't come across too much of that. So I want to share what happened with me. Not all playbook or anything because they're very similar. And I want to share right now what led me down to that path and what made me be out there to become a victim. And it was because I was vulnerable due to losing my husband to COVID. December 24th, 2020, we contracted COVID and got very sick. And on January 5th, I had to take him to the hospital. And on January 20th at 6:02 a.m., he took his last breath with me standing by him. They allowed me in the room with him, which I was pretty shocked because there was nobody else in there, no loved ones. He was on the COVID ICU floor. And I want to share a little bit more about this because I don't think people really knew what was going on, or too many saw it like I did outside of the nurses and the doctors. It was something that you'd see out of a movie. I'm not sure if any of y'all are familiar with the Twilight Zone, but it'd be an episode or two on Twilight Zone. Just like when we were driving into work, Chisholm Trail Parkway had like 2 or 3 cars on it. Everything shut down, closed. It was like an episode from Twilight Zone. The same thing at the hospital. It was just awful. I really can't come up with too many words other than that. To witness. That's basically stamped in my brain and remember that part too, was I had to witness and saw other people die without loved ones. I had even asked if I could go in to some of the rooms where people were leaving us, and I wasn't able to. I so badly wanted to let them know that they were loved and just hold their hand and just let them know that they were loved and somebody was there with them. Even though I may not have been family, I was a friend, even though I didn't know them. All that is stamped in my head. So I not only had my husband's grief, but having to lose a loved one due to this pandemic was really, really hard. I think it was harder than anything just because of how everything was. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Yeah, I would. I would actually wish it on the people that scammed me because they deserve evil and awful too. But I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I shouldn't have said that. But that's what caused me to be a widow. My husband was 57 and I was 55. That was basically 5.5 years ago. Today's June 10th at 10:30 at night. And tomorrow will be our 32nd wedding anniversary. It's going to be a hard day. All those kind of days are hard. And as my sister tells me, try not to let them be hard. Celebrate the good times and, not that it's a bad time, but that's easier said than done. So that's what caused this in a nutshell, or what led me down that path again. 2 years later, I thought it would be nice to find a friend or find some people to get to know and possibly find my new soulmate. And the only thing I found were a bunch of scammers, or well, they found me. It was a very large ring that we know of, just by all the different characters and things that were involved, and it lasted over 3 years. And that's what I want to share, is what they did to me to make me believe them and not believe my family or friends and so many other things. So this is the stuff that needs to come to light and share. And I know people are still going to think victims are stupid. We're not stupid. And to be honest with you, I really didn't think I was vulnerable. I thought I was, getting better and starting to heal with my husband, but deep down inside I wasn't. I hadn't grieved. I was just kind of sugarcoating everything. And who wants to think that they're vulnerable? Let me ask that. Does anybody else out there think they're vulnerable, or you'll ever be vulnerable? So there's many things to look at with these crimes, and that's what they are, as crimes. These are evil, evil people. So that's it for now. That's what led me down this path. I'm going to do another video here shortly about social media and what's going on right now, and what's allowed. There are not only just scammed victims, but there are victims of identity theft and so forth, because they've used stolen pictures and so on. So I'm going to hit on that on my next video. And after that, I'll start going into the different steps that they did on me, so that maybe this sheds some light for y'all out there. One thing I'm not going to put up with on my channel is rude comments, belittling any victim, shaming, blaming, whatever you want to call it. I don't mind constructive criticism. I don't mind comments. I don't mind questions. Please ask them and I'll try to answer them. Truthfully, from my heart and from my experience, that's how I'll try to answer them. I hope to get some shares and likes out there, because I do want to make this a little bit more aware. And I know I see loved ones out there asking, what could we do, or what can I do? I'm going to even interview my sister and share it from a victim's loved one standpoint, and maybe a couple other people in my family or my friends that will volunteer to do such. It was hard for them to see as well. I'm a very, very strong person, and this is something that is so out of my character, very out of my character. So I'll leave it at that. Y'all have a good night. Like I said, it's June 10th at 10:30. I'll be sharing some more info here shortly. And I'm going to try to upload these videos as soon as I can and figure out why it's taking so long to upload a video on YouTube. So bear with the beginner videos, and be safe out there online. Have a great day and be kind. Thank you.